Hello, Tumblr. Um, as I've been saying for like a few weeks now, I wanted to make a video before I go back to school because the last video I made was before I started school. So I figured, I'd do that for continuity purposes and also just to, catch up with everyone. I only got a couple questions, which is fine because, you know me, I can ramble for, inordinate amounts of time. So I'm going to do that. Also, my webcam on here sucks, and it doesn't really allow me to edit clips, so I'm literally just going to do a run-on video from start to finish with no cutting. I'm really sorry about that in advance. So here we go. Hi, I just changed my URL yesterday. I am no longer Je suis loser, I am Grey Dorians. Some people are put off by that, which makes me really sad, but I'm still me. I just changed my URL to reference one of my favorite books of all time, Oscar Wilde's The Picture of Dorian Gray, which I recommend that you read if you haven't. It's one of those books where I had to read it for school, but I found that I was reading ahead because it was so great, and when I finished it, I was actually really sad because it was brilliant. It's just written so beautifully. I could go on and on about it. Anyway, what else? Since my last video, as you know in my last, really long question video, I was freaking out about school, about college, about friends, social life, etc. I'm actually not doing that badly, as you guys know. I have a job at school, my floor mates are great, we literally just gather in my friends, Rachel and Celine's room, and we just sit and watch Supernatural for hours at a time. I mean, I lucked out, really. My roommate's pretty cool. We both geek out about our separate things, but we respect each other's geekiness. Like, it's awesome. Let's see, what else? Courses. Do you want to know my books for do you want to see these? I think I've shown you already. But I just want you to get a feel for how fucking heavy. Look at this shit. I'm taking medieval lit, social psych, I'm finishing Italian, which I'm not that thrilled about, and math and pop culture. So, that might be a little bit of a hassle. But I'm really excited because I didn't really like my courses very much this past semester, but I am a freshman and I do get last pick, so I guess it's understandable that I got some weird classes. But anyway, I'm excited. I know that some of you right now are applying for college, and I know how that is, but when it's over you'll feel so happy, and I'm sure you'll get into some great places. So good luck with that. For those of you who are, just chilling in school, I hope you're having a good time. Let's see, what else? Me. Oh, there's, I don't know if you've noticed, but there's been an influx of Sherlock on my blog lately. There's really no explanations for it besides the fact that Sherlock has returned. And I think Sherlock is one of those shows where everybody has their own fandoms, everybody's doing their own thing, and once Sherlock comes back, everyone comes together in a collective appreciation for it, because it's like, no matter where you, sort of stand with fandoms, you love Sherlock. Like, it's just one of those shows that you love it. So, I've been rediscovering my love for it since it started airing again a couple of weeks ago, and this Sunday's episode is going to be crazy, and I'm going to cry my eyes out, and if you haven't read the books, or if you haven't seen the second Sherlock Holmes movie that just came out recently, I'm not going to tell you anything, but, bring some tissues. So, yeah, and you guys also know that I've recently started writing a Merlin Sherlock fic, which I don't know why. I was in the middle of writing it and I realized, oh my god, I'm taking on something Moffat has written for, and I just should stop. Writing for Sherlock was so fun and so challenging. I wrote a second chapter, but I'm not sure if I'm going to post it. I think I'm going to figure out where I'm going with the story before I continue it. As it stands right now, it's a one-shot, and it got some positive feedback, so thank you guys for, reblogging and liking, and it got a lot of hits on Archive of Our Own, so I'm pretty excited about that. But yeah, Sherlock is a thing for me right now. Very much a thing. Not to say that I've, drifted away from Merlin and Buffy and all those. But Merlin's not airing right now, so I kind of need, something else to kind of freak out over, or to, watch. I'm watching Weeds right now. I just finished Series 3, and it's really good. It's funny. Although I find Nancy Botwin to be extremely annoying. I kind of watch for the other characters and Hunter Parrish because he should not legally look the way he does. He is gorgeous. But anyway, that's another story entirely. So, yes. Merlin. You guys know how I felt about the finale, and it kind of put me off of it a little bit. The show as a whole. I do love it. I will always love it, but I kind of am just like, alright, I need a little bit of a break. So, you guys know how I felt. I thought it was a clusterfuck, and I thought that it was... Not the first half. The first half was really good. And I guess I can get used to the idea that Merlin pulled out the sword for Arthur. Whatever. But, like, then after that, it was just like... Everything was just... It was like a bunch of puzzle pieces that were put together in the wrong spots. Like, everything was just shoved like together in the last 20 minutes, and there was no continuity, and it was just awful. But that's my opinion. I know some people liked it, I know some people hated it, so whatever. As a whole, I've never really talked about how I felt about Series 4, and I think it was just, you know, the acting has improved immensely, and obviously they're shooting, you know, on 35mm, and it looks great. So, you know, visually, it's stunning, and Bradley James, especially, his acting has gotten amazing. And if I look back at Series 1, with, like, all the actors and everything, it's just, like, there's so much of a difference. So, you know, I'm proud of them in that respect. And there are a lot of really well-written episodes. Like, Episode 1 to Episode, like, 7 were really, really good, and then it just started to... Yeah, I don't know what happened, but I got really sad about that. So, that's how I feel about Series 4. I kind of... You know, the first half of the season is probably my favorite chunk of any season of Merlin. It was brilliant. But it kind of fell off the way, you know, into the... I don't even know. It just fell off. It fell off the face of the earth. It's just, I don't know. So that's my feelings toward that. Right. I have a couple questions. Well, there are multiple questions from, like, 2 people. So, firstly, from Hotchness. Do you know how to walk on your knees? No, sire. Would you like to show me? If you could only watch one TV show for the rest of your life, what would it be? I've been asked this question a lot. And I think the automatic answer would be Buffy, only because Buffy is one of those shows that you can relate to no matter what situation you're in or what age you are or whatever. So probably Buffy. Yes. Also, if you could take a show that is currently off the air and set them back to filming, what would that be? I'm not sure if you meant a show that's been canceled or is done airing, or if it's a show that, you know, will come back. If it's the latter case, obviously Merlin. Get your shit back together, get to filming, give me lots of medieval gay scenes, and give me some continuity. That would be nice. And respect my legend. Thank you. Okay. Let's see, my darling Kavita asked if I could go to any college or university in the world, what would it be? I mean, ideally, everyone wants to go to, like, Yale and Harvard and, like, all those awesome places. Like Columbia, or, like, Oxford, or, like, somewhere really cool. But I actually really like it where I am. It was my first choice when I applied to college, so I like where I am. There's that. Top 3 bands, artists of all time. I've had a top 3 that has been my top 3 for a very long time. It's My Chemical Romance, Death Cab for Cutie, and Coldplay. And I'm going to see Coldplay in July with my sister, as you know, so I'm really excited about that. Favorite animal? Giraffe. I love giraffes, and I think it's like a psychological thing because I'm so short and giraffes are so tall. I think I've answered this question before too, but whatever. Favorite motherfucker? Do you really expect me to answer that? When we're all one big amazing orgy? I'm not going to answer that. No, Kavita. Gosh. Speaking of the motherfuckers, I miss you guys. I haven't really talked to you. And I hope you're all well. So there's that. Okay. I don't really have much else to say. I'm heading, like I said, back to school. In a couple weeks, like a week and a half or something ridiculous. So, I will still be around though, and I know you guys are a little bit put off by my new URL, but I'm still me. I'll still be posting, you know, me things. And as always, I take graphic and fic requests or whatever, and I will fill them when I have time. So I hope you're all well. I hope that you actually got through this. I'm really sorry. Right, so I'm just gonna find something to do. It's raining profusely here. Look how dark it is when I turn my light off. Isn't that crazy? Okay, right. I'm done now. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go. As always, thank you all for sticking around. Thank you for following me. I appreciate it, as always. I love you.